Christina Whiteley here, Realtor with Fabulous Homes Colorado, powered by Keller Williams Freedom. And this is Fabulous Neighbors of Colorado, where we feature local businesses and entrepreneurs. And today I'm so lucky, I'm with Sandi Griffin. She is of Sandi Griffin Fitness. We're in the Meridian Ranch gym.
Yep.
Hi, Sandi. Hi. Thanks for inviting us over. This place is huge.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe it's 2 stories and then this back room. So we'll get you guys a tour so you can see what she does. So, how did your fitness journey start?
I actually started in 2007. I had been overweight and sedentary for many years, and my health was failing really rapidly. And I had a skiing accident actually that kind of sent me into the gym and had me face some of the other health issues that I was dealing with. I had high blood pressure. I was pre-diabetic, and I had to have my gallbladder taken out. And all of that started scaring me that I wouldn't be around long enough to see my kids grow up. And so I was in the gym and I was starting to feel better, rehabbing the knee, started to lose a little weight, and discovered this is actually kind of fun. So
Yeah? I mean, you run with it. You look amazing. I would have never guessed.
Oh, thanks.
Even just what? So 2007, so that's 13 years ago. I would have never guessed you would have ever been overweight.
I would have never guessed 13 years ago that I'd be here.
Really?
Now, yeah.
I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
And if you can do it, like anybody can do it.
Absolutely.
Well, that's incredible. So how does it work when I call you and I need some help?
The first step is make sure that you have a goal in mind. So a lot of ladies and men that I work with both ladies and gentlemen, typically want to just be healthy, be stronger, lose a little weight in the process. But in the process of doing those things, they want to be safe and they want to either overcome an injury or prevent injury. So those are the 2 things. Coming in with a goal is very important. That helps me determine where we need to go and how we need to get there. And then I start you where you're at. If you have never been in the gym before, we start off with the basics and the fundamentals and things that you're comfortable doing. And I've worked with a lot of people that have been working out and hit a plateau. And so we find out what they've been doing, what's working and what's not, and then we kind of modify that and go from there as well.
Okay, and you kind of make a program tailored to their needs. So if I want to lean up or lose 20 pounds or start competing like you, it would be different for everybody.
Absolutely, yeah. Every body is put together so differently. And depending on your age, your background of fitness, if you have one, if you have any medical issues, any injuries, any trauma from being in the gym, previously if you've had an injury, those kinds of things are very important to know so that we can make sure we do it in a manner that's comfortable for you, that gets you in forward progress.
That's incredible. And how long does each program typically last?
I work with my clients for 1 hour at a time.
Okay.
Their sessions are 1 hour. However, I have some clients that will see me for 2 or 3 sessions just to get an idea of how to operate their program, or maybe they need to revisit proper form or technique.
Okay.
Other clients will see me several days a week for years at a time.
That's incredible.
A lot of people enjoy the accountability, and once they reach one goal, they already have another goal in mind, so they want to just keep moving forward.
And when we had coffee, you had talked about a maintenance phase. What is a maintenance phase, and about how do we reach out to you during that maintenance phase? What is a maintenance phase, I guess, first of all?
Normally, people losing weight is actually not as difficult. It's once you've lost the weight, maintaining it.
Okay.
And that's where knowledge, people to lose weight need to gain a lot of knowledge. They need to learn how many calories do they need, how much exercise should I be doing, is 30 minutes of cardio enough, what should my heart rate be? So that's kind of in the learning phase.
Okay.
And that gets you to the goal. Once you reach the goal, then it becomes accountability.
Okay.
And maybe setting some other smaller goals to keep you on that track. For most people, the maintenance is the rest of their life. And some people have that. It could take something simple as something in your life happening that changes things, and it kind of derails your progress a little bit, how to get back into there. And usually you have the knowledge at that point. It's just some accountability. Finding a workout partner, using a trainer, finding a group of individuals that have a similar goal as you. For a bodybuilder, we call it our growing season. So we're in contest prep for a certain period of time. But when we're not in contest prep, that's when we need to fix the things that we didn't quite hit the mark on. And so maintenance can be very different for people.
I can see where you're like, oh, I lost 20 pounds and now I can start going back to my old. That would be me. Yes.
And that's why so many people yo-yo.
Yeah. So you would be available during that maintenance phase to make sure that we don't go back to
Oh, absolutely.
where we were before.
Absolutely.
So you have a bodybuilding team.
I do.
Tell me about that.
Well, I left my bodybuilding team in Germany, but I'm starting a new one here. So I started a bodybuilding team because that's how I fell in love with fitness. Once I lost all of my weight, my husband kind of talked me into doing a bodybuilding show, and I thought, okay. And it's the first time I'd ever been in a bikini.
Really?
And I discovered how strong I was. I developed some confidence that I never knew I had, and so bodybuilding led me into a whole different part of my life. And actually, that's how I accidentally became a personal trainer.
That's so cool.
All the confidence and everything I learned from the sport was so pivotal in my life and building my career, building my relationships and everything, that I wanted to share that with other people. And so I work with a lot of first-time competitors, people that have never stepped foot on stage before. Some people have, and it's just a really fun sport. We become a very tight-knit family. We spend a lot of time together. It's a very emotionally challenging 4-month period to get ready to get on stage. Yeah. And that's just the getting ready for the stage. That's not all the time before it takes to build up to getting to that point.
And that's all female?
No, I train both male and female.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. Every category: bikini, figure, physique, men's physique, bodybuilding.
That's neat. Very
Yeah.
cool.
It is neat. And so the 4 months is just right before stage. That's so wild. And there's how many hours a day do you have to work out, or what do you do during those 4 months? It's intense, all that.
It's very intense, but it's more psychologically challenging than it is physically for a lot of
Really?
people. Yes. Most people, by the time they decide that they want to step on stage, they're already in a good nutrition program, so they're already watching their nutrition very closely, meal prepping to make sure that they're on point with their nutrition throughout the day. They're also in a very regimented workout program because they've actually built the muscle and everything they need to actually start working towards the goal of hitting the stage versus just being in the gym. So those habits are usually in place.
Okay.
Then it becomes all the other little details, the posing and registration and how to order a suit and all the other little tiny details. And then when somebody tells you you can't do something, that's when you want to do something. So if I tell you you can't have any water for the rest of the day, you may not be thirsty right before I told you that statement, but now that you know you can't have any water, all of a sudden you're going to be thirsty. So when you start a bodybuilding prep, if I tell you you can't go out to eat at restaurants during this 4-month period of time, you may not have ever, you may go out to eat maybe once in a month. You know?
Sure.
But now all of a sudden, because you can't, you're going to start getting all the invitations to go to this person's birthday party or this going away party.
I can picture that.
Or you're going to crave Chick-fil-A or whatever it is.
Oh, I love their mac and cheese. Now I want mac and cheese. What would you say is the best part of your job? And I can tell you're passionate about it. I think it's so, I love your spirit. I've been talking about you for a while. I was telling Jennifer, I said, wait till you meet Sandi. She's so cool. It's just so positive and uplifting. What is the best part of your job?
I love the relationships that I get to build.
Yeah.
It's a one-on-one. I spend a lot of personal time with each of my clients. I get to know them, their families. I get to hear about their bad days, their good days, and I get to celebrate their progress with them. And it's a very positive atmosphere in the gym. It's because they want to be here and they want to be better, and then they get to see how strong they are. When that light bulb comes on that, wow, I can do that, it's amazing. And then once you know something, you can't unknow it. And then it's just a continual forward progress. How much more can I do past that point? And I love that discovery, and I love the friendships that I get to have. Most of my best friends were once my clients, and sometimes still are, but that's how I've met some of my very, very best friends.
I can see that because you see them at their worst and their best and everything in between and stuff.
And they see me at my worst and my best too.
Sure.
5:30 in the morning sometimes is, you know.
No, I think that's incredible. So what is the first step? I mean, everybody's new year, it's time, right? What's the first step?
First step is just call.
Yeah.
Call me, email me. I love to have coffee with new clients. Especially sometimes people see my photos and they're like, "Ooh, she's gonna beat me up." And I'm really, really nice. I promise.
She is. She's very nice, very soft-spoken and positive and always smiling.
Well, what I think is awesome is that you were in our spot once.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't something you've done your whole life, and, you know, I think it's cool that you were in our spot once.
Yeah.
So you completely understand how difficult it is to get started and keep it up and get rid of things in our lifestyles that we shouldn't have, and I think that's very cool.
Yeah, that's a great point, actually. Well, awesome. Well, we'll give you, Sandy will give you a tour of the gym. I don't know anything about it. So you can see it's really not that scary. It's actually really cool in here. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's got a great setup. The views are phenomenal. And
The staff is amazing. They say hello to everyone every morning. The facility is terrific. So I've only been here since July. But this is an amazing atmosphere, and the people in here are just super supportive, and everyone likes to encourage each other and share everything. So it's really fun. So this is one of the free weight rooms. We have some squat racks, Smith machines, some exercise balls, lots of stretching equipment over here. And then this moves into the larger area of the gym.
it's huge.
All of the cardio equipment, a lot of it is brand new. Our bench press machine.
And the view. I mean, you have a
Oh,
beautiful
yeah.
view while you're
One of
working
the
out.
best things about working out, and
The
I
view.
start training clients at 5:30 in the morning, is watching the sunrise.
Oh, I bet.
It is gorgeous.
I bet it's so pretty over here.
We have a double set of dumbbells for everything.
Wow.
Weights go down to 3 pounds and upwards of 100. So.
Huge.
So big.
And then we have lots more.
I can't
Wow.
believe it keeps, oh my gosh. Incredible.
I'll let you hold on to the rails so you don't fall.
Yeah, stairs are not my friends.
I love bringing my clients down here to do some cardio, and then they have to walk up this. They think they're done, and then they have to do another set of stairs when they're finished.
Basketball.
So we can have half court or full court basketball. We've got a heavy bag over here. A little functional training area. And group fitness room. And then back here, Toby, one of the facility managers. Yeah. Doing a little tour of the rec. Oh, cool. This is one of the larger group fitness rooms.
Is this for like yoga?
Yes.
Oh, very
Yoga, there's body pump, there's all guts and butts. That's one of
Yeah.
the,
cool. Guts
the
and
classes
butts.
in here. So spin class.
Spin,
Ooh,
yeah.
Very nice. This is big.
Very
I'm
cool.
impressed.
More weights.
And then the swimming pool and sauna is on this way.
Is it year round, the indoor pool? and sauna?
Indoor pool is year round, yes.
Very cool.
You're fine. So there's a steam sauna. You just turn the steam on.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. That's great.
Oh,
Oh, that's Lazy River.
Very nice.
This is wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just a quick thank you to Sandi Griffin for the tour of the amazing Meridian Ranch Gym. Thank you, Sandi.